Hey, how's it going? I've got great news. I'm seeing flowers starting. So we got to do one last little defoliation. Going to do a little bit more low stress training. And then pretty much we're going to be holding steady as flowers start to emerge. I wanted to point this out to you. Please notice the reflection of the light from the bubble wrap that's surrounding this little area. You can really tell when I unwrap it. You'll see how dark it is around the edges. It's looking good, but it's getting a little bit full, I guess you could say. And now we have music playing for the plants. You might laugh about it, but it does help them grow a little bit better. A lot of the big growers do this. Now you can see when I unwrap the plants how much darker it looks. That's how much of the light gets captured by that. So we're going to be doing this side, the hydroponic side first. I just changed the water out today, added nutrients. You can see how well the roots are doing. Awesome. If you look underneath, you can see how the structure is starting to really come together. We see a little bit of the main stem still going up high. We're going to probably bend that over just a little bit. And over here, on this one, the mutant, you can see pistils forming. And a little stubby one. It's gonna have a couple buds and that's about it, I think. It's interesting, this is the only one I didn't super crop. Look how thin it is compared to that stem and that stem. That's got a nice knot. This one still hasn't shown what it's going to be yet. Hopefully another female in here. Starting to see pistils forming. You can't really see down on the inside there. This one you could see right away. Right. So I believe 5 so far are showing that they're female. So let's get them their last little defoliation, because these big leaves is taking too much water and too much energy at this point. The second wave is coming to be big enough to take care of everything. Sanitized scissors. There's a big salad one. Okay, that one looks good. I'm gonna get these lower ones on this one. And then what do I do with all of these? What I do is let them sit on the counter and dry out, and then I'll use that to mulch. So probably take off. One more there. We'll get that when I move this to the other side, because we're going to get the living soil next. You can see now this is pretty much turning into a bush. You can see the individual stems coming out the sides. It's actually to the point where the rubber band isn't even holding it down so much. We're going to look at how we're going to tie this down next. So on this side, the living soil side, we're going to do the same thing. Take out some of these bigger fan leaves and the smaller ones, or the ones down below. Want to be careful. Make sure you're cutting the right stem. Let's see, that one I think we'll get rid of. This one down here. I got some on this one here. Okay, and now here you can see that these side branches have almost caught up to the main branch. Got a few in here working its way up. This is actually one of the smaller ones. This is as well, but you can see the branches are starting to form nicely. We're going to do one more little LST where we're going to kind of take and lay it down on its side. You can see in here, this one's doing great, all bushy. So there you have it. Like I said, these leaves, actually quite a handful here. I'm just going to let dry out on the counter, and I'm going to use them as mulch for underneath this in the living soil. It's a little bit dry. I'm going to give them a water. This one's already been squared away for the day. So I'm happy to say that we are seeing flowers.